to another episode of Chisme con las Primas.
Episode 29.
29.
Right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it is.
yeah.
29.
Happy New Year. Oh, did we say that on the last one? I think we did.
Yes, because it
Because
was New
it
Year's
was out
special.
on New Year's. Hope y'all are having a great day.
A great
Happy
start to
Monday.
your new year.
Back to work. Back to reality. I'm not ready.
Are you getting anxiety going back to work?
Oh, girl, I've had anxiety. Since like the first day of my fucking break, I started counting down. I'm like, why are you fucking counting down? Why are you having anxiety? Like, enjoy your fucking vacation. And then, because I like worked from home those last 2 days. On Wednesday, I had a really bad fucking anxiety that night. And I'm like, why? Like, you're not even going into work. Like, why the fuck are you? What? Why?
Is it the thought of leaving her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where I'm
Yeah,
at.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because when I had left to go do something, I think it was something with work. She started crying. She's like, "No, mama, home. Like, stay home." And I was like,
Yeah.
So I already know I'm gonna.
The first couple days are going to be hard.
Oof, yes, they are.
Yeah.
You've been anxious too.
Very.
Mm-hmm.
I think the closer it gets for me to go back to work, my anxiety just like don't do you get hot up here, like tingly sensation when your anxiety's creeping
No.
up? No. How do you know when your anxiety's creeping up?
I start fidgeting with my hands because I feel it in my body, like my.
You don't feel like a warm sensation just creeping down your body?
No, I feel like desesperada, like I don't know, like I get really like I have to like I go like this or I rub my feet or um I have to like grab JC and like como que me dan ansias, like
Yeah.
I don't know why, like I that's how he knows I'm starting to get anxious is when I start playing with my hands like this and I'm like fuck, and then everything else starts and I start to get nauseous and I start like this feeling, I don't know, like
See, and mine's different. Jose too, when he has anxiety, he gets the nauseous feeling.
yeah,
I don't get the nauseous feeling. I get like that feeling that I just need to run.
yeah,
Like run, and whether it's in place or like just run to just get
yeah,
that ansiedad because I
mm-hmm.
start fidgeting,
Yeah,
but then I feel like this aura of heat starting up
mm-hmm.
here. It's like this tingly feeling that just goes all the way down to my feet, and that's when I'm like, okay, my anxiety's coming.
Yeah. No, I know because I like start messing with my hands and start to get like this knot, and then I get really like emotional too. Like I just start crying
Over everything, right?
or over nothing
Yes, I've been
randomly.
crying.
I'm like, why the fuck are you crying? Like, what are you doing?
And I thought I was pregnant at first.
Oh, Mayra!
I know. That's why I was like,
Niña.
no, but I've been very emotional donde me pongo a chillar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously, what you walked into today. Me pongo a chillar, and then afterwards I
Yeah.
realized, parezco pendeja.
No, but I feel better after I cry.
I do.
I'm like, okay.
I do, but
Breathe,
I
bitch.
think what I'm having a hard time with, and I feel like a lot of people can relate, is everybody wants to start the new year on a good note,
Mm-hmm.
on the right foot, and when things don't start to work out like you planned it,
Yeah.
that's whenever the ball starts rolling
Yeah.
and there's no stopping it and your thoughts just go. And I think
Yeah.
that's where I was. I had such high hopes to start this new year on the right foot. And then, like always, life continues. Whether we
Mm-hmm.
have this plan in our head or not, life will continue as it is. But I'm having such a hard time grasping the what I don't have control over.
See, that's why I didn't really want to celebrate the new year because it wasn't I didn't want it to be like, new year, new me, fresh start, like let's
No.
get it. I have to continue where I'm at right now. Like I have to progress from where I'm at cuz I can't just be like, okay, positive, like blah blah, like we're going to be good. We're going to start doing this and this. No, it's not realistic. This is where you're at. This is what's happening in your life right now. This is what was happening in 2023 and now it's happening again. Like it's just
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is. Like
But I think some of us take that whole, how everybody says new year, new
yeah,
me,
yeah,
we
yeah.
take that and we
Mm-hmm.
run with it and we're like,
Yes.
okay, I have to change something about myself as soon as the new year starts.
Yeah.
And it's not, like you said, it's not supposed to be like that. It's
Mm-hmm.
realistically, it cannot happen.
Yeah.
You
That's
have
what I mean.
to.
We didn't do anything for New Year's.
We didn't. We went to visit my mother in law like at 6.
Mhm.
And then we went to my brother's house for like an hour. And then literally we were home by 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And that's how we wanted it to be.
My brother and Angie came over for a little bit cuz I mean, they were home alone, so they came over for a little bit. They left like way before cuz I was like go home before it gets dark. George came over for a little bit too so the girls could play. And that was it. And we made our own little charcuterie. Oh, we walked down to our neighbor's house and we were hanging out with
Mm.
them because they were all outside because they're all like our age and stuff. So they were
Yeah.
outside with the fire pits. We went out there until Amelia was like, okay, home. Take me home. I was like, man, because we were
Yeah.
having fun.
New Year's is, I wouldn't say it's not the same. I
I
think if we keep looking at it
I
as,
liked it though. Like we recorded it. We did the countdown, me, JC, and her. And we were like, 3, 2, 1, kiss. All right.
yeah, we enjoyed being home.
Yeah, I liked it. I was like,
I think the whole New Year celebration thing is a lot cooler, I guess, when you're younger. That whole New Year celebration, you
yeah.
drink, you
I mean, I would like to have a party, for New Year's, but I just, when I'm feeling it, I wasn't feeling it. I
no.
just wanted to relax. I wanted to bring in the new year just calm, feeling good. I didn't want to be drinking. I didn't want to feel like shit the next
Mm-mm.
day. But yeah, it's that mentality of it's a new year. I have to start something now because
Yeah,
if I don't, it doesn't count. And if I don't, then I have
exactly.
to wait till next year. And yeah, no.
But let's take all of that New Year bullshit out of the
Mhm.
equation and let's continue. And I think that's what I have a hard time is I need to continue to live life no matter
Yeah.
holiday or not. And I think that's what we're so easy to say, oh, well, we're on holiday. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's
Mhm.
not because then to get back on, it's even harder.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, cuz we just started working out again too, and we were already ready to skip. The second day we were
Really?
like, bitch, it's day 2, like we cannot. Yeah, but I was like, okay, we need to think about it this way. We have our birthdays coming up, we have the bachelorette coming up, we have a wedding. Like we need to look good, okay? Like for us, not for nobody else, but for us. And we're like, all right, let's fucking do it. And it had nothing to do with it's a new year. It was more of, okay, we're going to do it for us.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we stay on it.
That's how me and Jose started. We're 3 weeks now working out.
Really?
Yes, and I actually
Nice.
purchased my first.
I knew your butt looked bigger. Ah, just
You know
kidding.
what? That's what I was gonna say. I purchased my first. I wouldn't say booty workout. Yeah, it was $5.
Mhm.
It was $5, but it's 3 weeks or is it 4 weeks? And she gives you the workouts,
Yeah.
and it was $5.
Yeah, that's
But
not
the
bad.
reason I follow her, I don't know if you're familiar with. She's the trainer of Becky G.
I
Her
stopped following like all fitness people.
her sisters. She works with sometimes with Cheekies or sometimes Cheeky sisters.
Mm.
She's a single mom. She
Mhm.
has a soon to be 2 year old. She has her fitness. She didn't start being fit. She
Yeah.
shows all her pictures as a postpartum and everything, but she had to do something.
Yeah.
So she became a personal trainer, and then she recently opened up her own business of party decorations like balloons
Mm.
and all of that.
Mhm.
So she's a freaking badass.
Yeah.
She is a freaking badass, and she posted this thing on this of her booty workout thing. I went on her website, and it was $5. So I decided to give it a try. And she has different exercises: 2 exercises for warm up, and then 3 exercises that you do twice a week, and then
Mhm.
after that, whatever else you want to do. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But I think this year I want to do be more intentional with how I waste my money,
Yeah.
and I felt comfortable supporting her, even if it was $5.
Yeah.
A single mom of one who's busting her ass.
Like it's not just benefiting you, it's benefiting her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she posts her journey on Instagram, and she'll take her daughter 3, 4 in the morning
Yeah.
to her gym sessions and everything because she is a single mom. Who is she going to
Yeah.
leave her daughter with? And her
Mhm.
daughter takes the little wellness ginger
Shots.
shots
Dude, we've been buying those.
like nothing. They taste, they burn. Like,
I
I
love
don't,
it though. I love it.
but that little girl, she'll just drink it like nothing.
Yeah, she's probably used to it.
Yes.
That's
But I don't
awesome.
know. You should follow her. She's awesome.
I don't like following fitness people anymore. I stopped honestly like 2 years ago, maybe,
Mm-hmm.
when it was just too much. I was comparing myself too much to them. And then instead of being motivated by it, it just brought me down.
because
So
yeah.
instead of like, fuck, like I want to look like that. Why can't I look like that? Whatever. Instead of being like, oh, fuck yeah, I want to look like that. Let me work towards it. It was more of bringing me down. So I was like, no, fuck this. So the only thing I follow that's like fitness related is if they're a fitness person, but they post their recipes.
Well, she does that and she posts her life too. Like, look, this was at 5 in the morning. We've been up since 5 a.m. training.
Nice.
But because she has, and she's even said it, she's actually lost herself. She just started working out
Mm-hmm.
back again because she said she's so focused on surviving
Yeah.
and training
Yeah.
her clients that she's kind of left her self care and her
Yeah.
self love to the side.
Because my anxiety was not this bad until I stopped working out and all this holiday
See,
bullshit came up. Damn.
that is her. I
Yeah.
mean, not like obviously that's where
No,
she
but yeah.
began, but like just her whole
Yeah.
journey is just. It's
Yeah.
more of me as a mom. What can I do?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. She's freaking awesome. She's
Yeah, no,
awesome.
I like primarily their recipes. Like right now I'm following he's a bodybuilder, but
That's a
he
real butt.
is
There's no BBL
he's
in there. That's a real butt. That's who I will take advice from.
yeah. I mean, but a lot of these influencers, they have BBLs and they're out here trying to act like they got fit doing it.
And
I'm like,
that is
just be
why I will
honest. There's
not.
nothing wrong with getting
Yes.
a BBL, but fucking be honest. You didn't get that from
Girl,
working
yes.
out.
If you're going to do a workout video, if you want to look like me,
Yeah.
don't say do these exercises. No, say if you want to look like me, this is my doctor's information.
Yeah.
Go get that done and then come follow my workout videos.
Yeah. Yeah. No. But I was following this bodybuilder. He's all plant based. He's
Mm.
all vegan. Has never had any meat in his life,
Let's go vegan.
and he is like fit. Like he looks good too. It's not like that. I
Nasty
think
with
it's
the veins
yeah.
are
I'm not
popping.
about that bulky.
And their heads look so tiny.
No, like yeah. So I started following him because I told JC I want to do more plant-based meals. I want to stop eating so much red meat. Like I watched the have you watched it on Netflix? You Are What You Eat?
Okay,
The twin study?
that's what I was gonna go show you.
The twin study?
Me, Jose, and Ariana watched all of it last night.
Yeah.
Freaking insane.
Disgusting.
Oh my gosh.
I was telling my brother about it because
Cheese.
yeah.
We love cheese.
I love cheese and I was like, I'm giving myself drugs. Cuz it said it activates that whatever it is. It sounded like meth to me, something more something.
Or the fish, cuando rascó todo el fat and
Yeah.
disgustingness.
It didn't even look like a fish.
No,
Yeah.
and then the
Which I know, I mean, we're very like conscious. Like JC's always told me like, oh, wild caught is better than farm raised, and I never understood why. But like our meat, like we always get grass fed meat. And then we buy organic chicken. But seeing all of this, I was like, yo ni quiero nada. I don't want
free
shit.
range chickens or cage free chickens, and the guy said, "Yeah, it's free."
Oh
range.
no, we do pasture.
But what they say is what they tell you on the labels.
Yeah,
is
you
not
can't believe
real.
it.
Yeah, like wild caught.
Well, cage free.
Wild caught in their version.
All of those chickens in that thing are cage free because they're not in little cages.
No.
And then he was saying for them to be not pasture raised, the other one. There's cage free, something else, and then free range. For them to be free range, he said they only need like about a space this big.
A size of a paper.
Yeah.
A printer paper. That's
I was like, oh my God. But I only knew pasture raised was best because of my sister. Because she's like on that organic, whatever. But I never understood why. And then we watched it and I was like, I am so disgusted. Like when I was eating those chicken tenders, I had to like force myself because all I could think about was like those chickens with like the ulcers and then their breasts all huge and like deformed, and I just
see. We bought sushi last night while we were watching that.
Oh yeah, I know you fucked up.
And we threw away the sushi
you
this morning. That's why we were like, what?
Yeah.
But even if it's wild caught, they have those farms. And did you see that episode where even the farm?
No, but those are considered farm raised.
The fish. I'm talking about the fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all of the shit and bacteria infections
is going to the other fish.
Going to the fish that are out.
Yeah, and they're being deformed, and they're having
So the wild
and
caught that we're seeing or that we're so trustworthy of is not.
Yeah. So I told JC I really want to jump on this plant based.
Mushrooms, a lot of mushrooms. I
I'm
didn't
not,
realize what you could do with
see, I'm not a
mushrooms.
big fan of mushrooms.
What?
I'm not a fan of their texture. I'm a weird texture person. That's why I do everything for my daughter not to be picky because I don't want her to be like me. I can't eat certain stuff because of texture.
Mm.
But I did make when I made my wonton soup. So good. I put mushrooms in it and I actually liked it. So I think if I'm cooking it and I get it to like the texture I want it, then I'm
You
okay.
wouldn't have like a stuffed mushroom?
No,
No?
no, I couldn't. Like even like thinking about it, no sé por qué. Like me da como
De
ansias. Like
verdad?
yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
know.
And mushrooms are so good for you,
Well, I like
even more what
tofu.
they. Oh, tofu is
I
good.
like tofu. I'm trying to get JC to like tofu,
Oh, he doesn't
and
like it.
he didn't because of the way he ate it before. But me preparing it now for him, he's like, "Oh, this is
Well, you
pretty
can
good."
marinate it like you do meat.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
I like it fried. I like it same thing, a different texture. I have to have a certain texture for the tofu for me to like it.
Oh, so you're not okay just eating the tofu yet también así. Oh,
No, no,
see,
no,
I
no,
don't
no.
mind the
I need it
texture.
fried up. I need it covered in seasoning. I'm a seasoning girl. Like
Mm-hmm.
I need flavor. But I want more plant based. But I'm like, what are we gonna do with your grandma? I was like, we're gonna have
Is
to
she
buy
gonna
her
go
her own
crazy?
thing, and she can cook whatever she wants for
Would
herself.
you be
But
willing to try the cheese of that girl that was on the documentary?
no, I don't want any cheese. I don't want any dairy.
But she did. Hers has no dairy.
I
Cashew. It's made out of cashew.
for what?
I was just wondering.
Yeah, maybe like
Just to
to
taste it.
maybe yeah,
Because
but
if anything, you don't have to. I mean, an alternative for cheese.
yeah, but we're not like we already don't drink dairy.
Yeah, we
I mean,
hardly.
like cow milk. We drink the goat milk and, because the JC is lactose intolerant. But cheese, I fucking love cheese. I love cheese. Like, I've been in my charcuterie board era. Like, I make a charcuterie board for myself every
Well, cheese
day.
is really bad for you guys.
Yes, it's bad for inflammation,
And
too.
y'all should really check. Yes. Did
It,
you see how low the inflammation markers went down
on
on
all,
the
yeah.
vegan
Mm-hmm.
and then the life expectancy?
Well, that's why a lot of people with arthritis actually make their arthritis better because of their diet. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I try to tell people with inflammation, diseases with inflammation, is it's all about your diet and what you're eating. That's why with JC's grandma, when she's with us, I add a lot of, like, even if they can't taste it, I always add ginger,
Mm-hmm.
turmeric into our every meal that I make because I'm like, I want to at least help her with her
Inflammation.
inflammation.
Yeah. No, you guys should really look at that documentary on Netflix.
I don't think it's a documentary. I think it's just a show.
Is it a show? It's like a
It's not a show.
no.
Yeah, I
It's
would
like
consider it a study. It's a study.
yes, a 4 episode. Is it 4 episodes? Right,
I think so.
4 episode
But it was
study.
genius for them to use twins because you're not going to get the same results if, let's say, me and you did it
No,
because we're two different
no.
people.
The only thing is, it was just for 8 weeks. I think if you were to, which I don't think all of them would have stuck it through for months,
No.
but if they were to do just 6 months and
Imagine.
yeah, and post the results like they did for the
Yeah.
8 weeks, that would be insane. And then at the end, one of the guys was like, "Why doesn't my doctor tell me this?"
Because they don't. They don't want you to know that. That's less people for them to see.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a lot of people don't
It's a whole circle.
understand.
Pharmaceutical
Yes,
companies.
that's why I get into it with a lot of people. Like when the vaccine for COVID came out, and I was like, I don't want it. I'm not getting it. And people were baffled, and they would literally talk shit to us in the ER, the doctors and the other nurses. My coworkers would talk shit to us. How irresponsible of you to not get this. Blah. Mine, I was pregnant at the time,
Mm-hmm.
but they would talk shit to me, and my really good friend didn't want the vaccine. We were like, fuck no. Like, something's not right. This is experimental. We don't feel right getting it. And then we start noticing all these stroke patients coming in, these kids coming in with inflammation because of the vaccine. And I'm like, how are y'all not? They're like, it's just a couple people. Like, look at the bigger picture. And I'm like, bro, no, like, you're not understanding. Big Pharma is not on our side.
Not at
You go
all.
to a doctor, and the first thing they're going to do is push meds. They don't look for a cause. They don't look for, let's see why you're feeling this way. Why is this happening to you? What's new? What's different? What are your
Mm-hmm.
stressors? Nothing. It's take this pill. You'll
With
feel better.
anything, I know.
But you take this pill and you're going to have 13 other Side effects. Dang, girl, I told you to eat something.
But that's my
I told
anxiety
you.
though. Like my stomach will growl, but when it comes to eating something,
Como que da asco.
me das y más
Yeah.
con lo que vi ayer.
Yeah.
Like I when I watch something, it stays engraved, and I'm
Yeah.
a very visual
Yeah.
person, so I replay it. Like that
Uh-huh.
fish that's in
Yeah.
my head
Well,
right
have you
now
ever
of
been
it
eating
going
like a
like,
chicken sandwich and then you bite something and it tastes too chickeny?
and you're like,
I'm like, okay,
yeah,
I'm done.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So
But don't come for us with the opinions on the vaccines.
no,
Because
because we were opposite on it.
okay, yes.
We
So
were
we
very
were very
opposite on it.
opposite. I was very influenced by physicians. I was very, this is just my opinion, my thoughts. I respect everybody's thoughts. When COVID hit, I respected everybody's decision on what they wanted to
Mm-hmm.
do, but with that, I also asked for respect on my decisions, and I was
Yeah.
very careful in what I did, just because my physicians
Yeah.
told me, no, it's too dangerous for you to step out.
Mm-hmm.
Your arthritis, the medication you're on, you're low immune, you're going to die. COVID is killing all these people, and you
It's the
happen
fear
to be in that.
mongering. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
It's
You
the fear
happen to be
mongering.
in that
Yep.
category of you have to be careful or
Yeah.
you die. So that was engraved in me. So I fucking rode hard on I was a bitch during COVID. I
Yeah.
stuck to my rules, and I will never.
Yeah, I was scared to talk to you about it because people didn't understand why, as a nurse in the ER who's seeing all this
No. But see,
death.
you could have talked to. That's one thing, because I still talk to my boss nonstop.
Yeah.
Me and her have completely separate opinions on that. And I had told her I got the vaccine, and she gave me her opinion, and she didn't agree
Yeah.
with it. But that's the thing. I didn't have a problem with other people deciding on what they were gonna do,
Mm-hmm.
as long. But I was really criticized. Like you were criticized for your choices. I was criticized for choosing to stay in, stay away, get
Yeah.
the vaccine. I was heavily criticized
Whereas
for it.
me, I was stay in, don't get the vaccine, stay home, stop going around people, stop going places because even my best friends, they would literally lie to me and not tell me that they were all going to hang out, all going to party at each other's houses, all
Exactly.
going out places because they knew the way I felt about it.
And that's
But
not them respecting your
yeah,
decision. And that's
and
the thing. I
yeah.
respected their people's decisions as long as they respected
Mm-hmm.
mine.
And I mean, even the patients would be like, "Are you COVID vaccinated?" And at first, I was so embarrassed to be like, "No, I'm not."
And you shouldn't have been, but
But
we engraved it to you
yes,
that you should.
because of
Shame on
the
you for not
doctors
getting
around
it.
me, my coworkers, all like making it such a shameful thing. And then I got to where I was like, "No, fuck you. This is my body. This is my choice." And now all of them can eat their fucking words because now they're like, "Fuck, I shouldn't have gotten it. Fuck, I'll never get it again." Whatever. And I'm like, dude, I respected it because like when it came to my parents are older. Like
Mm-hmm.
they were in that category, and I was stuck between should I push them to get it or should I push them to not get it? Because I was like, me, I'm healthy. Like, I can risk
Mm-hmm.
it. I can risk it for myself. And I'm pregnant. I'm not going to put that in me. But for
But
my parents, I was like, I don't know. And I respected their decision because my dad did get it. He
mm-hmm.
wanted to get it. My dad wanted to because he wanted to go see his parents. And that's why he did it. My mom, fuck no. She said, you get it first. Let's see what happens to you. And then
I'll
maybe
do
I'll
after.
consider it.
Yeah.
That was my mom. Literally, my mom. I was like, oh my goodness.
I think everybody was kind of like one or the other.
But that's what
One or
COVID
the other.
did
Yeah,
is that
divided.
yeah, that's what it was
Divided.
meant to do is to divide people.
Because I saw so much ugliness,
Mhm.
whether it was family or friends on the
Yeah.
internet, social media,
Yeah.
so much ugliness over one person's personal thought,
Yeah.
opinion over their body and their actions.
I mean, I was a bitch, but because I was over here like, stay in, don't go out, people are dying, and people that were close to me weren't listening to that. And I was like, how could you be so fucking selfish? And I was so mad about it. When, I mean, I could have seen their side, that they weren't worried about it, but at the same time, I'm over here seeing all of this stuff. So, of
Yeah.
course, my perspective on
Mhm.
it is going to be different.
Mm-hmm.
But
And there are people around us that did lose their lives due to COVID.
Mhm. Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know, but I was very fixated on following fucking Dr. Fauci. I had Dr. Fauci, the Cuomo mayor,
Yeah.
on TV, CNN playing every fucking day, looking at the body count numbers at like that was my mind
Yeah.
every day. COVID, I'd wake up, turn on the TV. I was fixated on
Yeah.
it, which made me go batshit crazy.
That was a lot of people.
Yes, what the
A lot.
FDA said, what the CDC said, what who said. I was just like, all right, that's what they said. We
Mhm.
have to follow it. later on, it's like, hold on,
Yeah.
no, I
Mhm.
made the decision. I got the COVID vaccine, and I got it while I was pregnant.
You were?
I was
I
pregnant.
didn't know that.
Hmm.
I'm over here like fuck no.
I got it,
Sorry.
and doctor who delivered my two kids, delivered my mom's kids, my rheumatologist at that time, my neurologist at that time, they all told me you need to get it.
Mhm.
We talked about the pregnancy with my OB. I trusted
But
him.
you
That
were,
was my
yeah, but I feel like you should never feel bad about that because you are a high risk.
no, and that's why I don't feel
Yeah.
bad over my decisions during COVID, because
You.
that was me. That was
Yeah.
in the state I was in. I was criticized by family members, but screw y'all and F y'all, because y'all weren't. I was in a wheelchair. I was walking with a cane. I had to get help to walk. My
Yeah.
arthritis was so bad.
I think at one point somebody had reached out to me and told me, "Can you try talking to Myra?" And I don't remember who it was, but I did have somebody call me and they're like, she won't go out anywhere. She doesn't allow anybody to go see her, something like that. And I'm like,
But it's
if
because
she doesn't
people
want to be
didn't
seen, she don't want to be
exactly.
seen.
I was at it I was in a wheelchair, 28, 29 years
That's
old.
because when we did your baby shower and you didn't want to because of COVID.
And I didn't want to.
Yeah.
And my parents were like, just do a drive by. You too. You were
Yeah.
like, just do a drive by.
I
Vero
was like,
told
come
my
on, girl.
mom, just have her do a drive, not
And
a
that
drive by.
that brought controversy too
And
because
that,
nobody
yes,
was supposed to be here with y'all.
no, but those people didn't communicate with those people that did get offended from both families, didn't ask me for my opinion, and
Yeah.
didn't know that I had conversated with you.
Yeah.
You knew. And you know what was crazy? I even had people reaching out to me. You went out to dinner the night before you were going to help me with the baby shower. Remember, you went
No.
out to dinner, and somebody, I don't remember who, but somebody said that I was a hypocrite because Andrea went out and she had
Did I
her at the
really?
baby shower. Wait, not knowing that I talked to you. You
Yeah.
told me you were going out. You sent
Mhm.
me a video of you and JC. Y'all were far away from everybody because you knew
Where did
you
we
were going to
go?
come here. It was a couple days before. It was one of
I
your
don't
nurse's
remember.
coworkers. Una Blonde.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but
Mhm.
that's the thing. Nobody spoke to
It was her
me.
that we were both on the same
Yes,
page
I
anyways.
did not break rules
Yeah.
because
And I remember
you,
asking you like, "Are you sure? Are you comfortable? Like, we can
yes.
wear masks if you need us to. Like, we're going to be outside. Like, don't worry. I'm not going in your
But
house."
people
Yeah.
are so quick to judge. But yeah, that's,
We went on a whole
yeah, we
different
did. Whole point is I got
Sorry,
heavily
guys.
criticized.
Yeah.
Had not everybody's. I have a strong belief nobody's supposed to stay the same. You're
Yeah.
supposed to evolve each
Yeah.
year, each month. You change. If you stay the same, damn,
Yeah.
you're out of luck. But I changed my perspective on it. I got the vaccine when I was pregnant. I ended up losing a lot of fluid out of nowhere
Yeah.
to where I was getting ready to go to the hospital and have the baby.
Mhm.
That was an eye opener to me. To hold on, I trusted all of them.
Yeah.
And I got the vaccine, and I feel it in my gut till just this day. All of that happened. Those scary moments happened with me and losing the fluid and all of that because of that vaccine.
Yeah.
So ever since then, I started questioning everything. Why do we have to listen to the FDA or the CDC to
Mhm.
tell us what we can and can't take?
But even they contradict themselves.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And in other countries, some of the shit that we have is banned over there, vice versa.
Yeah.
It's just what's so hard about us making our own decisions, our own opinions, and everybody sitting down and minding their
Yeah.
own damn business.
I think going into healthcare, like actually being into healthcare, is what really opened up my eyes and started. I mean, I was already a little bit like skeptical, fuck the government, all this before, but once I actually got into the medical field and I started seeing these patients and I started seeing what we do, what we push for it, like it wasn't what the reason I wanted to go into nursing.
Yeah.
Like that was ruined for me really quickly, because it's all about medicine. It's
It
all about
is.
money.
Money, money,
Yes.
money,
Mm-hmm.
money.
Yeah, because you would literally see. There's this one doctor. I fucking hated him, and I told all the nurses knew. They were like, I was like, if I ever come in here and I'm dying, I do not want him. I'd rather a nurse be my fucking doctor than him. Like I will not, because he was very money hungry. and he would order everything under the sun. You would have a stomach ache, he'd be ordering everything under the fucking sun. Shit that didn't even make sense.
And we, as patients who don't work in the medical field,
They
we don't
don't-
know. If a
yeah.
doctor tells us, hey, you need this, this, and this, we aren't knowledgeable to know we have to question
Yeah.
everything.
And I would go, if I knew it wasn't appropriate, I would tell the patients. And I'd be like, hey, so, or they'd be like, what's this for? I'm like, oh, so this is, we usually do this for this and this. So why am I getting that done? I was like, would you like me to call the doctor in here? Or there was one time that he had ordered something fucking ridiculous. And I said, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Those fucking cultures are fucking expensive as shit. And you're getting them for no fucking reason, just in case. I said, I'm not doing it. If you want to get them, you go ahead. I'm not fucking doing it. So when that really started opening my eyes, and then COVID hit and it was fucking scary. And because I was young and healthy, I was always on the COVID side. I was always with COVID patients. And I never got fucking COVID. Never got fucking COVID from working in the ER. Ever. And I was always in the COVID area. I never got a break because I was young and healthy compared to some of my other coworkers. But you started seeing everything. You started seeing all the repercussions of it, all the side effects. Well, why aren't we doing this and this and this when other countries have already said this is working for them, but we're still giving this bullshit, making them worse? And it was just, yeah. So back to what started this conversation. I do want to go plant-based for a little while just to see
I would love to go plant-based.
how I like it, how I feel.
I think it would be a lot helpful for everybody to at least try it.
Mm-hmm.
At least try it. But I don't think I that's what I was telling Jose, is I don't think we should go all in at once, because I feel like that's when people fail, is when they
Yeah.
automatically try to do a drastic life change.
Yeah, no.
You have to do little by little. And
Mhm.
people look at being plant-based as disgusting, but there's so much shit out there. It's actually good.
Yeah. I mean, like, I would want to have my steak here and there, of course.
Yeah, meat's not bad.
No.
And that's what they said in the series. Meat is not bad, but it is not meant to be consumed every day.
Yeah.
And we had
And
meat lunch
as a Hispanic household, I don't know about y'all and how often y'all ate red meat at your mom's,
all
but
the
at my
time.
mom, it was at least 4 days a week we were eating red meat.
All the
Chicken,
time.
maybe once a week, but it was primarily red meat
Yeah.
that we were eating.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck. And now they don't. Now they're a lot better about it, but I never thought about how bad that was.
Hey, you know you're not supposed to calentar menudo or pozole in a microwave?
You're not supposed to warm up anything in a microwave.
Oh,
That's another thing I want to get rid of my microwave.
I just learned that you're not supposed to. Not that I've microwaved. I don't think I've ever microwaved.
Cause it's supposed to
pozole.
kill, like,
Yeah, we usually do it on the stovetop because it's still in the big oil. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, damn, we just spent 30 minutes talking about
everything that wasn't to do with
what we wanted to talk about today.
It was a little bit off topic, guys. Tell us how
Yeah.
y'all feel about everything we just talked
Just
about.
don't attack us, okay? This is our
No,
lifestyle. This is
no.
our choice.
Everybody's opinion is welcomed as long as
Yes.
you welcome everybody's opinions. You don't have to
Yeah.
accept it, but just respect
I'm
it.
a scrunchy mom, and I'm proud of it.
Us that don't agree, we're
Yeah.
gonna be like, oh shit, we gotta try it.
Yeah.
That's where I was. And
Like,
that's why
I was there too. Like, I'm not doing that shit. And now I'm like,
criticize all those people that do.
I don't give my children food coloring. And they're like, you're not going to give her an ice cream. I'm like, if she doesn't want it, no. Why am I going to go offer her something that she's not asking me for?
Exact. And one of my daughter's soccer friends, when we have tournaments not out of state, in state, we tend to bump into the same gas stations where we all stop to pump gas. And one of her soccer friends, her mom is conscious on what she gives her kids too. And when we stop at a gas station, what do we go for? Chips, the more convenient thing. And the couple times that we did bump into her and the mom and the girl, they were looking at ingredients and snacks. And I'm like, there are good options, even if it's a gas station.
Yeah.
It may not be the best, but it's better than a bag of Cheetos or a bag of Doritos.
Yeah.
And you know what I
Doritos
mean? Like,
are so
which
bad.
one is the lesser evil?
Yeah.
That's I think that's how I have to look at it when we do, because we are about to kick in tournament season again and travel, and it's more convenient to get, all right, guys, get your drink, get your chips, let's get in the car, keep it moving. But Be more self-conscious and be more intentional with
Yeah.
what we do.
Yeah. And just let people be whatever they want to do. Like, stop making it so difficult.
You're not eating it.
Not everybody's living your lifestyle. Like, who fucking cares?
Yes.
Okay.
You eat that delicious cheeseburger from McDonald's. Because I'm not going to lie, the
That
McDonald's
mystery
burgers
meat.
were bomb.
Were.
Were.
Have you had them recently? I think I had the last time I had a Big Mac, or McDonald's in general, was when Sonia was in labor. And we had.
Really? That soon?
That soon? When she was in
I
labor?
thought you hadn't had McDonald's.
Before that, I hadn't had it in like a year.
Oh, no. We haven't had McDonald's over 4 or 5 years.
Yeah?
We had burgers. We've had like a McFlurry.
Yeah, but like a burger.
A burger, fries, we haven't ate it in over 5 years.
Yeah,
ever since we watched that documentary where they did the burger,
the chicken,
how they had the burgers just sitting there time after time, and you saw. Ever since then, we were like, well, no,
but
we cut it off.
Yeah, no, I had it. We hadn't had it for a long time. There's a lot of fast food we haven't had in a long time, but that day when Sonia was in labor, we needed something quick, and we're like, I'll just do whatever y'all want. And her mom wanted McDonald's, so I was like, that's fine. Give me whatever she gets. She got a Big Mac. I got a Big Mac. Dude, I ate it because I was hungry, and that was what they got me. But I was like, I will never fucking eat a Big Mac again because I was just so. It's not the same. Yeah, it's not the same.
I used to love Big Macs.
Oh, dude, me and Sonia were fucking McDonald's whores.
The Big Mac
whores
and
for McDonald's.
the dollar burgers, the
McChickens
and the cheeseburger. I would always get a McChicken because it was like slathered in mayonnaise with the chicken or the spicy.
Dude, me and Sonia every fucking day. Every fucking day during the summer, every fucking weekend that we were together, it was 2 McChickens, a large fry, and a large Dr. Pepper. That was our fucking go-to meal for
Ariana grew up in
and Burger
McDonald's.
King. Burger King, I fucking love Burger King.
You know what? I think it was Bianca, the first one who introduced her to McDonald's. Yeah. Because Bianca was in love with McDonald's.
But now after I see everything, I'm like, my daughter will never eat McDonald's. If I can prevent it, she's not eating McDonald's because it is gross to me how that's not even food. No, it's not food.
No.
But did you know that Chick-fil-A too, a lot of their stuff that they have is causing infertility in women and meant to suppress certain hormones to cause infertility and reproductive issues and all this fucking shit.
Because it's a fast food restaurant.
That's so crazy because my go-to was
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A because it was
Chick-fil-A.
It's healthier than everything else around.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, if you had to choose Chick-fil-A and McDonald's, would you say they're the same?
No. I feel like the quality is a little bit better in Chick-fil-A.
I don't know if McDonald's tastes like shit now, but I'm going to stay with the beautiful memory that it tasted very good.
Don't ever go exploring that. Don't, because you will be so disappointed. It is not the same.
You know what I cannot eat anymore?
What?
And I don't care. Whataburger.
No, I can eat that.
I cannot.
What?
I cannot do their burgers.
Well, I usually don't go for their burgers.
Me dan asco.
I always go for the honey barbecue chicken sandwich. Oh, it's so good. Or their honey butter chicken biscuit.
I've never had anything different, but I do not like their burgers. Now, you give me an In-N-Out burger, I'll eat it.
I don't like In-N-Out.
I love their burgers.
Yeah?
Yeah, their fries, I get
their
why people don't like it, but their burgers, to me,
they are good.
Taste a lot fresher than a Whataburger burger.
What? No.
Are you serious?
If I'm
Porque
craving,
las de Whataburger están todas aplastadas.
That's the point of the meat. Like, the meat's meant to be like that. I would rather have meat like that than like
good. Sometimes they be coming out all gushy, like a
girl. I don't know what are your burger you be going to. You a hater.
I'm not. I used to love Whataburger. I do, but right now, I do not like the burgers. Me dan asco.
Yeah, that's how I am with a lot of places. Like, we cannot do Taco Bell anymore. Chick-fil-A, I have to like convince JC because he's like, fuck no, it's trash. Burger King, again, we hadn't had it for a fucking long ass time because when we had it, we were sick. But I was love
their Whoppers.
I needed to scratch that itch that I had, and
it's not the same, huh?
And I was like I had to force myself to eat it because it was just the chicken sandwich. We would always get the chicken sandwich. Again, me and Sonia were Burger King horse too. We would walk from my mom's house to fucking Burger King.
I've never had their chicken.
No, that was our go-to, the long chicken sandwich.
Oh yeah,
so fucking good. It was so good, dude. Back in the day. Now, trash, absolute trash.
Tell us what's y'all's favorite fast food.
Our go-to right now is like actual food places, like food, like actual restaurants.
Like where you sit down.
Yeah, like
¿Que no es la
Indian
misma
food.
pendejada?
No,
You used to love
I don't think so. Like we don't eat Chinese
Texas
food.
Roadhouse.
Oh, I love Texas Roadhouse. I'll go there any day. I'll eat me a fucking steak from there any day.
Are you with Jose on that? He says Texas Roadhouse sucks.
Wow.
I think it's good.
Descarado.
Descarado.
I think it's
Como
good.
dice Laura.
Yeah. I was like, when we were talking earlier and I walked out there with JC, when I was like, I'll give y'all a minute. I was like, maldita pobreza. And I was like, I need to go watch Teresa again.
Oh my gosh, she was evil.
I fucking love
Oh
her.
my gosh.
I fucking love her. I love her in all the novelas.
I love her
I'm
life. I love
obsessed
the way
with
she
her.
lives her life.
I think she's just glamorous. Like
Very
she's
free spirited.
beautiful.
She loves who she loves and she doesn't need to be married
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
she's just perfect with her perfect
I wanted to
boyfriend.
name my child Montserrat. And JC was like, fuck no. No, rat. She's gonna get picked on. She's gonna get picked on. And then I met this little girl and her name's Montserrat, and I said, oh, your name's Montserrat? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, that's beautiful. And she was like, you think my name's beautiful? I was like, it's fucking beautiful. I want to name my daughter that. My husband didn't let me.
Oh, Teresa.
Or I would name my child Teresa. I would so name my child Teresa.
Yeah, I wouldn't do Teresa. Teresa?
Mm-hmm.
Teresa? Mm.
She sounds like a Karen.
Teresa, yeah.
I like it in Spanish.
Ay, ya viene Teresa.
Ay,
Ay,
sí.
qué pesada. Sí. No, mejor no.
Whatever. I guess we'll start on this chisme.
Y tú dijiste, oh, this is going to be a short one.
See, but I like this because I think it was kind of like going back to when we first started the podcast, that we were a little bit more focused on our topics versus the chisme.
Mm-hmm.
But people love the chisme, so we'll try to do a little bit of both. But okay, somebody said, I need advice on fixing me and my mom's relationship. We don't get along well.
Oh.
She needs advice, Myra.
Oh, yes.
I cannot.
It's sad, though.
It is.
We get along great with our moms.
I'm
a mommy's girl.
I have a friend who isn't as close to her mom as I am to my mother. And for me, I'm like, I feel for her because I couldn't ever imagine not having that bond with my mom. I mean, I wasn't close to her growing up, I should say. As I've said before, I was not close to her growing up.
Same.
I couldn't stand my mom.
Mm-hmm.
I was ready to move out.
They didn't know what they were talking
fuck
about.
Her. She crazy. She old school. Yeah. I had very little respect for my mother because I was dumb. But now, as I have grown up and matured and learned, is that I could not live without my mother.
Como dice, como una madre no hay otra.
Mm-hmm. Truly.
My dad always told us, father can be replaceable.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember one time I disrespected my mom to the worst.
Yeah.
Y me dio una cachetada. That was the first time and last time she ever. But my dad told us clearly, a dad can be replaced. You can find a dad in any corner. A mom, no. A mom like my mom, no.
Yeah.
No.
Same. My mom will literally let you drag her through the mud and she would still love you.
Mm-hmm. We as kids can abandon our parents, cannot call them, and I'm at fault at that too. I mean, my parents are in Mexico.
Some parents.
Some parents. We get too caught up with life that we kind of, one phone call is too much for us to do at times.
Yeah.
And that's very sad because, like you said, my mom in my situation, my mom would bend over backwards.
Yeah.
Even if she didn't have anything, if we needed her,
my mom's like, you need me to call off work? I'll go. I'm like, no,
she
Mom,
would.
it's okay.
Now, her and my dad, but since we're just talking about the mom here, I'm just talking about my mom. So don't come for my dad.
We're kind of rubbing it in her face that we have these perfect mothers, and she's asking us how to have a better relationship with her mother. Let me tell you, our relationship, me personally, my relationship was not good with my mom growing up. Just because I was a stubborn young girl, the way she was raised, the way she raised me, we weren't very affectionate. We didn't talk about, we didn't communicate. Me and my mother did not. Until, we started to slowly, but it was because I wanted to break those traumas. I wanted to talk about how I was feeling. I was tired of being silenced. I was tired of always being told you're fine, like stop crying, like grow up, whatever. And that's kind of, I feel like that kind of earned my respect with my mom in a way. Like she kind of was like, okay, oh
Willing
shit,
to
like
hear you out.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like okay, I need to fix my ways. Like I can't keep doing this because that's how I grew up.
But you did the step. You took that step.
Yeah, like I held my mom accountable for the way she raised me, and I knew it wasn't her fault, but I still couldn't be like, okay, well she's always been like that because she was raised like that, so let me just let her keep, not taking accountability, not listening to me, not considering my feelings.
Mhm.
And then once I did that, like we got very close.
Yeah.
I think it depends on what your issue is. Like,
Yes.
is it something that you can have a relationship with them over?
Does she do something
Mm-hmm.
that just
But
kind of
even if she did do something, are you that willing to forgive her and start that relationship with her? You know what I mean?
mhm,
Because some people are like, I don't give a fuck if my mom fucked me over. I want that relationship with her. We need to fix this.
because that is your mom at the
Yeah.
end of the day. That is your mom. Now, I believe that you don't have to have a great relationship with your parents to be a fucking amazing ass
Mm-hmm.
person. There are those
Yeah.
people that those kids that are unfortunately are raised by so-called parents that should not be parents to
Yeah.
begin with.
Agreed.
If that's the case, I do agree. Keep your parents at a distance. It's okay to I no longer have parents.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, but if it is, I don't know, I can't really opinionate on that because I do have such a great relationship with my mom, but based off of what you said, maybe try talking to your mom,
Yeah.
letting her know like Andrea did, not necessarily point out what she did. Like you said, you're not pointing out what she did wrong. It's just that you're telling her, hey, how you did this wasn't correct. And she may not have known because
Mm-hmm.
our parents were raised differently.
Yeah. You're
So,
making me feel this way by you doing that.
yes. So,
Yeah.
your mom was probably raised in the same generation times that our parents were, and they don't know emotions. They don't know how to talk about each other's emotions, how to realize their way of parenting may not be the correct way of parenting because they're just going
Yeah.
based off of how they were raised. And the majority of our parents were on survival mode.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they still, some of our parents continue to live on that survival mode.
Mm-hmm. They don't know that it's okay to like be vulnerable. It's okay to breathe.
Yes.
Um, I think if you're wanting to fix your mom's relationship, you should go for it. I think you should talk to her. I don't know what y'all's situation is, but I feel like if you're wanting to fix it, it's worth
Yes.
exploring. Um, but
Be prepared.
but listen to yourself. If it is toxic, if she's not reciprocating the same, if she doesn't want a relationship with you, as sad as it is, don't put yourself through that.
Mhm.
If they're not going to be willing to put in the effort, there's no reason for you to kill yourself trying to build a relationship that's not going to work because they're not
Yeah.
there.
But also, if you're going to talk about it and give them a chance, you also have to be mindful that they're not going to change overnight.
Yeah. They
They
may not change
will,
at all.
yeah, they may not change at all, or they may have slip ups here and there,
Mm-hmm.
and that is okay. Don't drag her for that as long as she's showing that she's willing to continue to learn from that slip up and not happen again.
Yeah.
It's different if you see her continuing in the cycle of, okay, we have this great relationship for a little bit, but then it kind of falls back down.
Yeah. Because I mean, like my friend who doesn't have a good relationship with her mother, she has learned to stand up for herself and to learn to stand up and be like, no, like I don't need to be that close to you. Like I'm fucking grown. I fucking did it. Like and
Mm-hmm.
she's a badass fucking woman. My friend is
And maybe
mother
that's
and
what
everything, and that's what, like, she still has that relationship with her mom, but it's just not as
the
strong.
same.
It's
Well, maybe because it's like based off what you're saying right now, maybe it's a hard pill for her mom to swallow that her daughter did it
yeah.
on her own,
But
and her daughter
uh-huh.
didn't need her
Yeah.
as a
But
mom.
she said she's coming around now, so it's like, sometimes you just gotta stand up for yourself, put your foot down to your parents,
And the people that
talk
love
to
you,
them.
they will break that barrier and do what they
Mm-hmm.
need to do to gain your trust. So
Yeah.
if she does that and continues to do that,
And it's a beautiful thing when you can get them
oh my
too.
gosh,
It's a
yes.
beautiful thing because it's like
A mother and a daughter, right?
you did that.
That's a girl.
It just says me and my mom's relationship.
Oh, girl or boy.
I didn't even think about the
You're
guy part of it.
right.
I mean, regardless,
It should be the same. It
if
should be the
you're
same.
willing to fix it, then do it slowly but surely.
Yeah,
Just as
'cause I
long as
can't
it's not
imagine me
costing
being
your life.
in my like having my kids grown and them not have any relationship with me.
Mm-hmm. Me neither.
That would suck.
I would. Just kidding.
If you are
No, but
if you're having suicidal don't do
I'm
that.
sorry. I'm sorry, but I don't know. Like, I, as a mother, will always put my kids' feelings first because I want them as they grow up to be able to trust me, to come to me and know that I'm going to listen to you.
I guess
I'm here for you.
some parents mess up because like the lines of parent and friend get blurred too much.
Yeah, no, I
That's
don't
the
want to hear
thing.
about your sex life. I don't want, no, there's going to be fucking boundaries, okay? We will have a sex talk, but we're not going to talk about our sexual lives. Like, I think that's fucking weird to me.
Yeah, because I don't have a problem talking to my mom about my sex life. I really don't. But the reason I don't is because I do not want respectfully to hear about hers and my father's.
Yeah.
So respectfully, there's just no need to not bring it up at all.
Yeah.
That's awkward.
That is. But that's just how we grew up. Like, other people see it differently.
And other people do. I've seen
I'm like,
daughter and mom where they be like, damn, mom, y'all
I have
are
a friend who's
extra
like
loud.
that. No, I have a friend like that, and like her and her mom, like literally, like just they're like fucking best friends. And when they talk about stuff, I used to be like, man, I wish me and my mom. Fuck no, I could never. Like, I don't want to know my mom's business.
I'd start giggling like a little girl if I had to talk to my mom about sex. I'd be like,
I would throw up. I would fucking throw up. But good luck. Just listen to yourself. Try it. Do what you got to do to be at peace with yourself and wanting to build that relationship with your mom.
But no, it takes time.
Yes, it may take years. They may not come around, but
just be prepared that you may have to put some work into it and that it will take time. Yeah. And there may not be a good outcome, the outcome that you are expecting.
Yeah.
But at least you'll have that peace of mind that you gave it a try. You gave it all you could.
Yeah. Update. I have been talking with my cousin a lot, especially what you guys said, and it's giving us a different perspective on it all. It's embarrassing almost to have this conversation with him and nerve-wracking, and we decided to take a pause and just keep away from each other for a while we figure out what the fuck this is.
So backstory for those just listening. This is somebody who wrote into us who her and her cousin started having feelings for each other. And that brought up a couple topics.
And they're in a relationship with other people
yes,
too.
them both are both in separate relationships. Yeah, so I guess now she decided to
take a pause.
Which I'm glad she did that, because that is when the people are apart, I feel like they're able to think better than when they're together. I guess this time, cuando dicen two minds are better than one, in this aspect, that doesn't work out, because I think them two being separate and thinking things through will kind of help. Now, if you guys come back after that break and decide, yeah, fuck it, this is what we want to do, and kudos to y'all.
Want. Yeah. I hope we didn't make you feel like some type of way about it.
No, please don't.
I mean, that was our opinion and you were laughing at what we were saying, but I'm glad that y'all are taking a break from it and that you're kind of
wasn't influenced by our
like a negative.
Yeah, negative.
It was
influence.
It was. She just says for giving us a different perspective because they weren't seeing it in the way that we were
just
seeing
us being
it.
Fucking negative. She's freaking amazing, and she literally took
good
our
luck,
advice as a good. Okay, well,
keep us updated.
Girl, we gonna take you to brunch.
Really though, I caught my boss kissing my coworker. I didn't expect to start off my new year with this cheesemate. I still get goosebumps just thinking about it. When I was heading to the office Tuesday morning, I caught my boss kissing my coworker. They didn't even notice that I walked in and on them because they continued to do it. And he said, "You felt that, didn't you?" I'm assuming he's talking about his pecker rubbing against her. Who says pecker? Sorry. Once I got closer, they noticed me and he turned around and walked away while my boss ran like her ass was on fire and headed back to her office. The whole day was so awkward because they know what I saw and try to avoid eye contact with me all day. Of course, I told one of my coworkers and she told me that she's not surprised. The coworker that my boss kissed has been getting away with this shit. For example, not finishing his task by the end of the shift, would disappear for hours on end while still on the clock, etc. He also has been getting overtime every week, not just a couple of hours. He's clocking close to 130 hours a week. My coworker and I are not sure if we should inform HR since he's been getting away with stuff and clocking in overtime. What would y'all do in my situation?
Go sleep with the boss. See if you get more hours.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm
that
just
was going to
kidding.
be my answer. Wow. That's what I was going to say. I was going to say, go get you a little piece of that.
No,
Shit.
that is so wrong. I'd go to HR.
No.
What?
Snitches get stitches.
Okay, no. Snitches no longer get stitches.
Listen.
No, snitches
I think you should
no longer
mind.
get stitches.
I think you should mind your own motherfucking business if
Pause.
it's not affecting your work.
Pause.
If it is not affecting your work,
Pause.
wait, we'll get back to that.
Okay.
If it is not affecting your work
But
and it is not affecting you, why? He's not finishing his stuff. That's his stuff. That's your
But
coworker
they have
stuff.
to pick up the slack.
Where did she say that?
Didn't they say that?
I didn't see that. No, I didn't see
Well,
it.
if you're disappearing for hours while on the clock, your other coworkers are doing the job that you're obviously not doing.
But what
Why am I going to allow somebody that I work with that I
Yeah.
put more time?
Yeah.
He may put more time in the
if
bedroom,
it's
but I
affecting
put
you,
more time in. It is affecting
if
me.
it's affecting you and you are having to pick up the work, yes, okay, go tell
Yes.
HR. If
But
it's
if he's
not,
getting 130 hours,
don't
and
be a
he's not-
salty bitch.
Wait, no.
They took one for the fucking
No.
theme. I would sleep with my boss too if I got
Oh,
130
hell no.
hours a week.
No. I would tell HR.
I think if it's affecting you, yes, go ahead. If it's not affecting you and you're just like, just
You know
go,
what? Yeah, don't say
just-
anything because at the end of the day, it's going to catch up to her and the boss will eventually get fired because she should not be sleeping with.
Yeah.
That's one. But okay, yeah, I guess. Don't say nothing.
Unless it's affecting your work. If it's affecting your work and you're not getting compensated, I'd be like, I need to be compensated 130 hours too, or I'm snitching. That's what I would do.
No, two wrongs don't make a right. Aquí tienes el diablito y el angelito. No.
Whatever.
Two wrongs do not make a right. I think you should tell.
Of course you would. Just kidding.
130 hours.
That's fucking. I don't
I'm
see how that's not
working more
flagged.
than him.
How is that not flagged?
That's what I'm saying. It'll eventually catch up to him
Yeah.
and her
crazy.
because you're stealing money from the company.
I miss the tea at work. I fucking miss it.
I don't have no tea.
Because when you work night shift, that tea was hot.
Really?
Yes.
No, I didn't know. I work with 3 girls. There's not much going on.
Well, when I first started, like when I first
Like
graduated,
doctors sleeping with.
yes, there was so much fucking
Oh,
drama at that hospital that I was first
a
at.
lot of cheating.
So much fucking drama. Like it was like we could probably do a whole fucking segment on it.
I mean,
but
you
it
can see
was
that. They spend
it
a
was
lot
crazy.
of hours
Yeah.
together.
Well, you know what? We should talk about that next time.
Oh my gosh.
I'm still on that snitching.
Snitches snitches shouldn't get stitches. We're fucking 33 years old. That saying was like back in high school, and trust me, I would say it all the time. Snitches get stitches. But you know who taught me different?
Who?
Charlemagne the God.
Who?
He said Charlemagne the God.
Who's that?
The Breakfast Club podcast radio station, whatever.
Oh.
Look him up. Super hilarious. But we're too fucking grown. If you broke the law and you did something wrong and I was witness to it, fuck you. I'm telling. Follow the fucking law just like we do. I don't think.
When we're talking about the law, maybe. If I see somebody
Well, she's breaking the law. Está robando dinero de la compañía.
but that's not Like if I see my
Yes.
coworker do something and it's not affecting me, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, like if you. Oh,
I
if
don't
I
give a
saw my
fuck.
coworker having a relationship with my boss, I wouldn't care. But if I knew he was getting extra privileges for all of that, no, that's BS. Give him extra privileges in the bedroom or at home. Cook him a nice dinner, not at work.
Yeah.
Don't give him extra hours just because he's giving it to you good and have the other coworkers get shit.
Yeah.
Girl, ask for a check. Be like, I saw it.
No que no.
Oh, see, no.
No que no.
You're
That's
right,
what I
no,
said.
No.
I said I'd be like, all right, you gonna fucking
No,
pay
it's because
me,
you know what?
motherfucker.
I'm a true believer that everything will come back and bite you in the ass.
I don't know. I would just like, I don't know. I would mind my business, one, because I wouldn't want retaliation at work, which we shouldn't be afraid about it. But if it's
there
not
should be no
affecting me,
retaliation.
if it's not affecting me, why am I gonna insert myself? Why am I gonna insert myself?
Correct.
I'm
If
just gonna
it's
mind
not
my
affecting
business.
you, mind your business. But if it's affecting you and your money, say something.
Yeah. That's
Mhm.
yeah. I'm for that. Ay, Dios mío, Myra. You're
Es
so
que
funny.
pues.
I need an update on that. Let me know. Do they
Are
get
they
fired?
married? Is she married? What if she's married?
Did she say they're having an affair? No, she just said I caught my boss kissing my coworker.
Are they married? Can you give us an update? Or yeah, give us an update.
She said, "You felt that, didn't you?"
She said or he said?
That the boss, I guess, said that to the coworker or the somebody.
You felt that, didn't you? But
Yeah.
isn't the boss a woman? Does she have a dick?
No, maybe the coworker said it to her then. Yeah, because the boss is a girl. So then the coworker said,
You felt that, didn't you?
"Yeah,
Cochino.
that's harassment."
Sexual harassment.
That's so funny.
I would never have a relationship at work.
I
if
couldn't.
like,
You
for
don't
what?
shit. You don't shit where you work.
No.
You don't shit where you work.
No.
I mean, I shit on the clock, but I don't shit where I work. What? You know who taught me that? JC.
I shit where I work.
He's like, I gotta shit before I clock out. You gotta shit on company time. I'm like, I cannot. Yeah, no, I couldn't have a relationship. But you know what? I really do want to talk about that. The next one, we're gonna talk about all the fucking shady shit that happened at my old job between the nurses and the doctors and those fucking nurses. Like one of the nurses, it was a group of 10 of us, new grads, all new nurses. We were all girls. But there was guys there, good looking guys in that ER, and she came up to us and she was like, "Oh, are y'all the new girls?" And we're like, "Yep." And she's like, "So which doctor have y'all fucked?"
Oh my god.
Just like that. And I was like, because most of us were in a relationship. Was I married then? No, I don't think I was married yet. But she was just like that to all of us, and most of us were in relationships, and we were like, "What the fuck?" She's like, and then she like just started talking about like, "Oh yeah, you got it, you got to secure it, whatever." And I'm like,
secure what?
Secure a disease? That's all I'm securing by fucking yeah.
See, that's why y'all get bad names too. Don't work yourself up like that. Don't work your way up in a job.
You ain't going up anywhere. Where are you going? You're a nurse.
Extra perks, I guess. I don't know. That's just stupid. That's horrible. Shame on y'all that do that just to get something out of work.
That's why nurses get such bad.
Insane. I did not know that.
Yep. I would never date. We can talk about this more in the next one, but I would never date a nurse, like a male nurse. I would never date an EMS person. I would never date a firefighter. If you are a paramedic, firefighter, anything in the medical field.
Because you saw them too, because they have relationships with all the nurses and doctors there too.
Yeah.
Damn.
Most of the married men that I worked with that were my coworkers, they would flirt with me. They'd flirt with everybody. Yeah.
Descarado.
Yeah, and I was like, and that's what would be like. I'd be like, fuck no. If JC he better not have the fucking balls to flirt with nobody at work, because I'll fuck him up.
So you basically wouldn't date anybody in the medical field?
No, absolutely not. They are whores, especially those EMS guys and paramedics and firefighters and police officers. They're all hoes. They all been around. Firefighters especially. Y'all know who y'all are.
Well,
what?
You know some?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I only know one firefighter. He's a fucking jerk dick.
Really? Most firefighters are. They're very cocky. Yeah. But yeah, don't date anybody in the medical field, guys. That's why I am always shocked when nurses start dating other nurses or medical field people, and I'm like,
well, there's no need to categorize. They just happen to be working in that field.
No, because then they get cheated on, and they're like, why? And I'm like, yeah, I guess, yeah, because I wouldn't want to be categorized.
Yeah, as all the nurses are whores, and no, it's just
yeah, they are. Yes, I am. I'm just kidding. ¿De dónde? But anyways, guys, I'm sorry. We like totally fucking random ass
We
fucking
really
podcast
did.
today.
We were all over the place.
Yeah, but it's okay. I liked
Mhm.
it. We love y'all. Thank you for listening.
Yes.
Hopefully y'all are going good.
Share, subscribe, follow.
Mhm.
Share,
Sure.
follow, subscribe.
Yeah. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube.
We're getting well organized, guys. It just has to get organized here first.
Yes.
Before it goes
Sure.
on paper. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Bye.
Bye.